Hi guys, I'm divagante. This is my third tutorial on VHE 3.4, how to map for Half-Life. Today I'm gonna show you how to do three things: how to do an Half-Life 1 style door, a scrolling door like in the labs, a glass, and by this I mean how to work it transparency, and a block in the ground which we are going to be able to break. Let's make a new map. As I've said on the previous tutorial, I will always start by making info player start to always know the player dimensions. I change the grid, and to be quicker I'm just going to make a room. I'm going to use a tool named hollow. This is, I'm going to make a solid block and then I'm going to make it hollow inside. This is using by right clicking the block hollow, then you make how thick do you want it to hollow. I'm using a 16 grid. I'm going to choose 16 and notice it is 1 square on a 16 grid. Going to reposition the info place stat so it doesn't bump anymore, and well, here's our room. Going to make a wall in which we are going to make the door. Let's make the wall like this. I'm going to choose a random texture for the door. For the player to be able to pass, it's going to be at least 16 high. I'm going to make 16 plus 24. I'm going to use another tool which is carve. I'm going to right click, carve, and the door carved into the wall. As you can see, and redimension the door we made. Okay, here we go. Now we choose the object we want for the door. Going to right click it and tie to entity. This is, I'm going to tie a block tool into an entity. Not all entities are choosable, but entities that are logically tied to a block will do just fine. We're going to choose func door. Let the rest be because it's not going to be triggered, neither transparency, neither all of this stuff. Let's just, if you want to mess around, kid a little, it's good for you. I'm going just to change the angle. The angle is relative to the top view. This is, in this case, the angle is 0 to our right. The door would do this. We don't want it, then I'm going to change the angle to 19. You can also change it here. And now the door will do this. Okay, we just made our door. Let's make a window. I'm going to search something. Here we go. The texture good for window. I'm going to carve a window into the wall as I did with the door. I'm not going to make it breakable. I just want to show you guys how to make a transparent glass. Okay, we're going to tie it to an entity. You can also use the shortcut Ctrl T. In this case I'm going to make a func wall. This is used for two things: to make normal walls with transparency and to lower the vis. This is if you have imagine a normal flat wall with just imagine a block next to the wall, glued to the wall. We can change it to func wall so it won't eat so much RAM, but let's talk about that later. Now I'm going to change the render mode. the way the render is going to use it. You probably noticed there are some textures nope that have this blue stuff, and in the game they're transparent. When you're going to make this blue transparent, you use a solid render mode with 200 with max FX amount, so the blue will be completely transparent. But this only works with this kind of textures. You can identify with this character in the beginning of the name, but since we are using another kind of texture, I'm going to use texture mode in render mode, and in this case 255 is not transparent and 1 is fully transparent. Let's make it like 125. In this case we'll notice a little of the texture. It will still be a wall and we'll be able to see through. For now, let's just leave it like this. Okay, we have the window. Now let's make a block on the ground. Let's make a wood. It will do. And let's make a block on the ground. Doesn't have to be on the ground because it's not affected by gravity. And let's type an entity, font breakable, as I've made it a preset in our first tutorial, because it's the one you're probably going to use the most. Here I advise you to change strength. This is the life of the object. If you have just one, almost anything will be able to kill it. In this case, break it. If you have like 9,000 life points, it will be very, very, very hard to break it. Let's leave it like 50. This will be like 3-4 crowbar hits. Let's change the material type. This is the type you have a list for them. In this case, since we have chosen wood, when we break it, pieces of wood are going to fall from the object. They are called the gibs. The rest just leave it be for now. If you want a little animation, make this like 3 or 4 or 5. This is the explode magnitude. When the breakable breaks, it's going to explode. In here we could change things. Pressure, if imagine you would jump to the box, when you reach the box it would break. You touch the box and instant break. Instant crowbar is this. Imagine we have a box with 9,000 life. With the crowbar it would instantly break. Let's leave it like this. Let's compile it. Gotta save it first. Let's call it test 2. Let's compile it. Leave red no, because it's lighting. We haven't done this yet. Okay, it's compiled. So let's pop up our HL1. Let's see what we got. The door works fine. The glass, I can see through. I can still see the original glass texture. And the breakable, which I forgot to give myself weapons. Okay, it doesn't work. I should have given myself a weapon to break the box. I'm going to recompile this. I'm just going to add a weapon on the ground because I completely forgot about this. Let's choose a weapon. Crowbar. This is the crowbar from HL1. When you click run map, you automatically save the file. Okay, it's compiled. Boy, that was stupid. Okay, here's our crowbar. Let's hit it. Let's break the box. It exploded, pieces of wood fall down, they disappear a bit after, and here you go. Our second map. 3 things you've learned so far. Hope to see you next time. Thanks to all at DC Fan, at This Is a Zone. Bye.